What's popping, everybody out there? It's your boy T-Tex. This is the T-Tex Show, and I'm your host, T-Tex. And you say New York City. And you say New York City. I can't hear y'all. Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island. Fuck with your boy. Rock with your boy. Let me get right into it. Kanye West showing up at the court for Diddy. Is it too little, too late? Let me give y'all my opinion on this. Kanye should have been the last one to be the first one to show up at that federal building. And I'll tell you why. If you wasn't there in official capacity, in the official capacity, you should have stayed your ass away from that courtroom, Kanye. You could have found another way to support Diddy. Because you mark my words, the federal government does not forget. And you might find yourself, sir, in the next hot seat. Trust and believe. That's how the feds get down. And when it happened, or if it happens, y'all can remember, Tex said it first. Facts. This is breaking news. Well, it happened a little while ago, peoples. There was a shooting in Minnesota. Apparently, Representative Melissa Hortman has been killed, and Senator John Hoffman was seriously wounded, allegedly by 57-year-old Vance Bolter, dressed as a cop, a 57-year-old Caucasian man. Let's set the record straight. It wasn't a black man, and it wasn't a migrant. So it seems like some of the other side is fed up too. They don't like what's going on either. I'm just glad they didn't set nobody else up. Okay. Orlando Brown and Ray J. Are they dropping all the screws out their head? Or is this just for views? What y'all think? Y'all think Orlando Brown was already crazy? Ray J is going crazy? And putting them two together is the craziest shit ever. What y'all think? Let me know. R.I.P. to Ananda Lewis, dead at the age of 52. She didn't want to take traditional treatment for her cancer. And all I can say is she did it her way. She went out her way. A lot of people say the cure is worse than the disease. The chemo and them different treatments eat you up faster than the disease. Some people say they can manage more without the treatment than they could with the treatment. I hope I never have to find out by the grace of the Almighty. In Big Three news, Dwight Howard and Lance Stephenson gets into a tussle for real, right in front of Ice Cube. And Lance ain't back down either. He got his tussle on with Big Dwight. But Ice Cube, Doughboy. Y'all knew what y'all was getting when y'all signed Lance. I just watched Lance and Ballin' on Tubi the other night too. It was alright. But Q, you lucky that thing ain't get out of hand. Worse than what it was. Because them sponsors would have been pulling out. Lance might have to go. Because this might not be an isolated incident. It's a long season ahead. Okay. I know by now everybody has been seeing these private security guards in the New York City train system. Universal Allied Security. Now, I'll be honest. I have been seeing them holding the doors open, helping people beat fares, trying to get numbers from girls. I didn't know that they was making $25 an hour to do that. Unarmed. Now get this. The armed security guards can make $100 an hour. But the MTA ain't got no money. So where are the armed guards? You're not paying them the $100 an hour. You're barely paying the $25 to $29.11 for the unarmed guards. Because if the unarmed guards was in the train station, the poor MTA worker in the Bronx wouldn't have got slashed in the face. Incredible. Can't make this shit up. Okay, where we at? Okay, people. Let me holler at y'all about something. I'm going to keep it funky with you. I'm a little bit overweight right now myself. But I'm not overweight. I had 2 surgeries, 2 hip replacements. A lot of ball, a lot of work history. Had no way around it. Had to be done. But health is wealth, people. Stop walking around, and this is for the people with Medicaid and stuff like that. Stop walking around with your Medicaid as your ID. If you got straight Medicaid, you should be getting a full body diagnostic physical every 6 to 8 months. And I'm not talking about where they go in there, put the light in your ear, make you go, listen to your heart, listen to your back. I'm talking about heart scans, total blood work, sugar levels, stomach sonograms so they can see your liver, your lungs, anything that might be building up in your stomach that you can't see on a daily basis. Brain scans at least once or twice a year, making sure you don't got no tumors ahead of time, so when they find them, if you do have them, it's nothing they can do. Oh, if you would have came in 2 weeks to a month earlier, we could have helped you, but it's nothing we could do. Y'all would be surprised how often that happens. But if you get on top of something early, you got a fighting chance. That's just food for thought. Okay, where we at? If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. On my Beretta. If you know, you know. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. You feel me? Tired of this. All the senseless crime, and then y'all get in the courtroom. Y'all want to cry. Y'all want to beg the judge for lighter sentences or probation. When you know your crime don't warrant no probation. You're going upstate behind the wall, which is totally different than a city jail. You going to a place where you got to be on point for your whole bid. Your eyes got to be open. If you sleep hard, that stops. Young people, put them guns down. Y'all killing innocent people. Y'all ruining lives, including your own. The ripple effect is crazy. You're affecting somebody else's family. You're affecting your own family. Stupid. Y'all shooting everybody but who your target was supposed to be. I can't call it. Let me leave y'all with this. Sometimes a helping hand will cost you nothing. Sometimes you got to put yourself in the other person's shoes to really understand what I just said. A helping hand sometimes will cost you nothing. Sometimes you got to put yourself in that person's shoes. This is your boy T-Tex. This has been the T-Tex Show. I'm your host, T-Tex. Hold up. My co-host, Wonton Cup with the ice. And we out.